I sat down to do Leo, and that very Leo looking face decided he was doing it with me. He's purring. I don't know if you can hear that. He scratched me out outside my door. All right, I've got the cards right here. Do you want to, rub on them for good luck? Make sure Leo gets a good reading. Go ahead. Here you go. Hi, Leo. It's your April reading. I know it's a little tardy, but you can use it into May. And all of your placements. It's also good if you have 5th house placements, Leo rising, sun, moon. How am I supposed to do anything? Talk about attention whore. Now listen, just because I sat down to you, it's like you're playing into all the worst. What am I supposed to do? Oh, honey. Okay. Your placements have been having the I love you more conversation with all of the Aries placements, and also having a whole possibly challenging squaring conversation with the 2 placements in Taurus. And by the time you watch this, it'll be a 3rd placement because the sun is moving into Taurus tomorrow. As I speak, it is at 29 degrees of Aries. So it will be 3 planets squaring depending on where your placements are. If you have placements in early Leo, then you're going to have both the Aquarius Pluto in opposition and the sun in a squaring position. This is meant to move you out of anything that you have become complacent in. And then of course, especially if you're around the 20-degree mark, you're going to have Mars in Aries having the I love you more conversation with your 20-degree Leo placements, and the Jupiter Uranus conjunction in a square. And so that really is meant to move you. Uranus wants us to it disrupts so we can move into a more harmonious relationship with our best potential, really. Let's see. Oh, I'm sorry. Are we bothering you? Let's see what your guides, my guides, they want me to talk to you about. Unless you unzip me and crawl inside, I don't know how you could be closer. Do you see him getting sassy every time I go to shuffle? I can't with him. He actually has blue eyes, and then it's green around that, and like a dark golden brown. It's so beautiful. Well, Leo, your first card out speaks to everything I just spoke of in the beginning of the video. It is this beautiful, gorgeous world card. And by the way, a Leo gave me these cards as a gift, and they're like one of my favorites to use for Leo. But here's this beautiful, so there is a lot of change coming for you. The least you resist it. 2 major arcana. So these are big changes. These are big life changes. These are not small little things happening. And with, the last time we had Jupiter and Uranus together in Taurus specifically, almost none of us were alive. It was in the 40s. And so, and then we don't have a Jupiter-Uranus conjunction more than 13, 14 years. It depends on where they connect, because Uranus takes 7 years to go through a sign. And Jupiter takes 1. So do the math. With this Temperance here, there's a big change on how you feel like you have to balance things. So I don't know why I'm getting this, but I feel like for some of you, this is about balancing people in your life. Like maybe there's a blended family situation. For other people, I'm getting like a balancing of the part of you that you hide away. Like there's like a curated part of you that's genuine. It's real. I mean, it's Leo. And it's warm and it's friendly and it's all the things. And that's what you show to the world. And then there's another part of you that's just as genuine, but you've carefully kept this part tucked away. For some of you, that's going to be about safety. Hi. Let's see the energy. Death card in reverse. This also came out for Aries readings. So this must be a fire sign thing. So, and you know, Mercury is in retrograde right now. So in Aries. So, you know, revisiting and also having a complete transformation. And with Pluto on the other side of, you know, on the opposition of especially early Leo placements, this is not a shock to get the Death card in reverse. So it could even be like a pause on something you're changing or looking to change about yourself, to like examine the why behind the change. Let's get the energy of anyone else that may be in this situation. He's like a possum. I don't know if you guys can see that. I don't take it if it doesn't flip all the way out. Ace of Wands also came out in Aries. You know, the Ace of Wands is like, right, it's like Kundalini and it's universally sanctioned. Like your guides, your team, they're all on board. Whatever this other energy is, this situation, this universe isn't mad at it, you know? Something grows out of it, but no, the Death card in reverse and the Ace of Wands. This does feel like a pause. It does feel like, ooh, you could be making a big change or making a big life change and you pause. And when you pause, this thing comes back in. I feel like you feel it. You might not be able to see it or hold it in your hands yet, Leo, but you feel it. And universe is saying like, yeah, this is something they want you to have or someone they want you. Now, if you look very, very closely back there on my wall, it's being lit up. The amazing Teresa made a painting of this. This is my favorite lovers card because it's that odd couple. And that's usually what like divine connections, whether you want to call them a twin flame or whether you want to call them divine connection. I don't really care what you call them. I don't like people getting too held up on the whole twin flame thing. But they often are like perfect for each other, but possibly don't look like it from the outside. And the Chariot. So this person could be at a distance from you. You did a good job putting your stink on these cards, Nikki. Again, more major, it's so far this entire reading is an ace and 5 major arcana. You do not bite them. The Lovers and the Chariot, this is also Gemini and Cancer energy, but these are the descriptors. Like, this is something, how about we don't call people with you rubbing into my phone? I'm sorry, the Lovers is also the choice, right? And the Chariot is about movement. Now, this movement is a little slower. I feel like you're balancing something and you kind of, the Death card is like you in reverse is like you taking a pause. Before you make this big change because you feel something else, and then the universe is like, yeah, it's the Lovers and the Chariot. Man, can I help you? How about we don't knock the whole entire computer off the table? I don't know, do we want more descriptors or do we just want to go? This is such a big reading. I feel like I need to really take it in, make sure I'm not missing anything. All right, let's get one more descriptor because I don't, like, is there something I'm not seeing here? Is there another fucking major arcana, Wheel of Fortune? And it's in, everything's in the upright except for the Death card. Dude, I love you so much. And also, you cannot push my computer off the table just to make sure there's nothing else I'm paying attention to. This Wheel of Fortune is, this is opening up a whole new book for you. And this is talking about one chapter in the book needing to be explored. 6 major arcana in a reading that has 7 cards, and the only other card is an ace. Let's get a card for money here. Let's get a card for money here, Leo. The woman was too stunned to speak. I don't think I've ever done a reading. I've done some where there's like a lot of major arcana, but I don't think I've ever done a reading where 6 out of all 7 cards on the table. Let's get a card for money here. The 4 of Pentacles. Again, the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction is going to be squaring, if you have Leo placements, they're going to be squaring possibly. 4 of Pentacles is resistance. It's about holding on to something and having an attachment that needs to be let go. and sitting with that attachment. It's like you're so brave with some things, and then you're so critical of yourself with others. Leos. Oh, Leos. Surrender. Look at all this. The Lovers, the Chariot, the Wheel of Fortune, the Ace of Wands. I mean, the World card. Let's get the advice. So as far as finances, careful what your attachment to something. Let's get the advice card for this situation with the world. And he went to the couch. At the couch. The room's pretty big. So he's on the couch. Stays here. Yeah. Whatever this is that you're trying to balance, you intuitively putting everything on pause and re-examining something else is bringing you all of this. It's time, and that's just confirmation. It is time to put down the burden. And the funny thing is, when we're with 10 of wands, and we have an ace and a 10 of wands, right? And there was lots of wands in Aries as well. But when we're looking at this, the 10 of wands comes from picking up a burden of something else, and you took it on, and you took it on, and you took it on. And temperance is Sagittarius. It's very much that wands energy. It's very much of like, I took this all on, now I have to balance it. It's my job to balance it, because, you know, temperance is tempering something. So like, you know, if I'm making chocolate chip cookies for the kids and I'm doing the part with the egg and the sugar, but I brown the butter. If I put the brown butter in while it's still very, very warm, it's going to cook my egg. I have to temper, right, the warm butter into the egg mixture. It talks about doing something so carefully. And doing that in a cooking thing is like whatever, but doing that as a form of life is fucking hard. I love this deck. You know, we pick up the 10 of wands, don't feel like wands. They don't feel like hot pokers when we're taking them on. They feel like flowers. They feel like love. They feel like passion. And it's just not yours to carry anymore. At some point, you know, we advocated for somebody, or we defended somebody, or we ran to victory with them, but they did not take their stuff onto their own. We are balancing their stuff and ours. It is time to put that down. Oh, I hate to say this. Right away, when I got these two cards and then the Death in reverse, and also just that I felt like somebody is ready to make a life change, either get married, move in with somebody, do something. That's a huge life change. And you're so acclimated to the balancing act. And I also felt blended family. I said that right away. Sometimes we do stuff because it's the next step. And I feel like this Uranus Jupiter is going to have you examining things. I mean, this isn't going to be for everyone, but it's going to be for somebody. You know the scene? You know the scene in The Notebook where she says, you know, she's got Lon, and Lon's like, he's such a great catch, right? There's nothing wrong with him. There's absolutely nothing wrong with him. But when he proposes and she gets all excited and she says yes, she says that she sees Noah's face. And it doesn't mean that if that's you, that you're gonna not go through with whatever your plans are, if that's who I'm talking to right now. but examining it and making sure things don't have to, that you don't have, like, it wouldn't be better to unburden yourself in whichever way you have been balancing, or whatever the like attachments are that we get used to. It's healthy to just examine that and then move forward with no doubts. Flowers. Do you see this? The flowers are the things that we pick up out of love, and then all of a sudden it can feel like this because we're not sharing it with somebody. We're doing everything. And there's another, with the death card here in reverse. There's lovers. Maybe the death card in reverse is revisiting what this once was when it was at its best. But I gotta say, for quite a few of you, this is exploring something that was, there's a choice to be made here, lovers. Ooh, this is heavy. This is crazy. I thought Aries energy was crazy. I'm gobsmacked. Unless it's your first time watching me, you're probably aware. If a Gemini Mercury, I could talk the paint off a fucking wall. I don't just sit here speechless during a lot. And I feel it. Aries got the same card. The outcome is the Nine of Wands in reverse, being able to take your defenses down. Guys, you have to leave me a comment. You have to leave me a comment. Yeah, please let me know. And also, if you want membership or to book a private reading, I have a sale going on for a few more days and I won't have one until very late June. That's all in the description box. You guys know how to find that. But leave me a comment and subscribe if you haven't subscribed, please. But Leos. Leave me a comment. That Jupiter, Uranus. Lean into it. All right. I love you. Now you love you. Bye.